Yo, 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 what up, YouTube BX? It's your boy Daddy Easy here, iPod jailbreak hacker, otherwise known as Only Use Me Tomahawks. Some guys may know me as Easy, like I always say, to the black to the blue on my avatar on my YouTube channel. Yeah, buddy, so I'm back with another video for you guys right now, and I want to talk about something that I found out, and it's freaking amazing, and I just want to give you guys a little bit of an update real quick of what's going on. So let me just move my keyboard to the side. Let me just turn this off real quick. Just get some of this dust off this table. Okay, so let's bring this over. I'm gonna try to make this video as fast as possible. I'm not gonna do a lot on here. I'm gonna basically do a little bit of talking. I'm gonna try to make this video at least 5 to 6 minutes long. So let's just get to the nitty gritty down diddy. All right, so y'all know I brought a PSVita from eBay. A special edition, which is the Japanese version. This is the sapphire, what is it, sapphire blue version, which is Japanese, which is region unlocked, so I can basically use whatever on here. The thing that I didn't know about this thing is that this is a limited edition, one of a kind. Let me reiterate: special edition, limited edition, one of a kind PSVita, and I'm gonna show you why. So let's take this out, and I'm gonna show you why this is so rare. So basically, this Vita right here, to actually get this particular Vita that I have, is a 1 out of 1,000 chance of actually getting this. Like, let me try to get my I'm gonna step away real quick, and I'm gonna have Siri basically bring it up real quick. So I'm gonna go to my iPad real quick so you can actually hear exactly what Siri has to say about it. Hey Siri, what is the odds of owning a dual boot PS Vita? What is the rarity?
Do you want me to use ChatGPT to answer that?
Yes.
Dual booting a PS Vita, allowing it to run multiple firmware versions, is a complex hardware modification requiring advanced technical skills. This modification is not commonly performed, making such devices extremely rare. Consequently, owning a dual boot PS Vita is highly uncommon and considered a collector's item among enthusiasts. That was from ChatGPT. Check important info for mistakes.
How rare is it?
Dual boot PS Vitas are extremely rare. The modification requires advanced hardware hacking skills, including NAND dumping and custom firmware installation, which are beyond the capabilities of most users. Additionally, there's no mass production or official support for such mods, further limiting their prevalence. Only a small community of tech-savvy enthusiasts has successfully created dual boot Vitas, making them highly uncommon and sought after. That was from ChatGPT.
So you heard that, guys. Y'all heard it yourself from ChatGPT, right? The Vita I have is so limited, so rare, that I don't even know what to do about it. And I'm gonna show you. I'm probably sitting up here and probably like, you don't gotta do a boot, you just capping. You just want to say that. I'm gonna prove it to y'all that this is a dual boot PS Vita. All right. So let's just power this on real quick. I'm gonna have to cover some things up. So as you can see, I got this up here, custom screen, everything right there. Okay, let's go to systems real quick. I'm gonna have to cover something up really fast. I'm gonna use this to basically cover this up really fast. Let's go to settings, systems. I want to just cover this up real quick. Okay, there we go. So you should be able just to see. Okay. See the version right there? 3.65, which Japanese word stand for transformed -2. That's what it means. So let me back out of here. Okay. So now this is how I do boot out of here. So for me to do a boot, I'm gonna just hit this real quick. I'm gonna hit power off. Now watch what happens when I power it back on. So I'm gonna hit power, and I'm gonna hold left, well, L. Now I'm in my other OS now. I'm no longer on custom firmware 3.65. I'm back on firmware 3.74 now. And I'm gonna show you right now again that I'm actually on it. Let me just go systems real quick. You see that? Y'all see that, right? And if I want to get back into that, my custom, one thing I gotta do is just power it off again. Let me just show you this real fast. You can see I still have all my stuff here. Power it off. I'm gonna hold down L again. Well, actually, I don't have to hold L. I just gotta just tap it. Actually, I don't even have to do it. I just power it back on. And it's gonna put me back into it, the custom. That's it. Anytime I wanna go into a dual boot, I just hold L, and that allows me to just get back into my regular OS. So now I'm hacked again. Back to settings. Sorry about that. I should have put this thing on this do not disturb. Because I get text messages like crazy. Let's go back to settings. I'll just put that right there real quick. There we go. This video is going to be heavily edited, so it doesn't show my IP address, MAC ID address, stuff like that. So I'm just going to cut off some parts on it when I actually do the editing towards this video. So as you can see right there, guys, I have a limited rare edition Vita. So basically, here's the problem happening. I want to get done with this video because it's already high. Once I edit some of the parts out, it should be a little bit shorter. But I ran into an issue with my Vita that I wound up getting a corrupted file. So my memory card on here doesn't work, which is this. I don't know if it's the memory card that stopped working and it just died, or it's actually the Vita that actually stopped recognizing the card. I don't know. I'm going to go to a store that's near where I'm at and that does sell PS Vitas and stuff like that. I'm going to ask them if I could just put my memory card in and see if it's on my memory card. If it loads up on the other Vita, that means it's not my memory card and it's basically just something that's dealing with it. Then I can actually do it and fix it. But if it does not load up on the Vita, that means this memory card is actually dead and done like that. I did have this memory card for a long time. I spent a lot of time. How did I find out it was dual boot? Well, I spent like 2 days with ChatGPT, going through things, trying to figure out how to fix the memory card problem that I was having, and that's how I came across of it being a dual boot PS Vita. And I looked in the files, and it just came down to the point that even ChatGPT even said itself is a dual boot. And after I looked, it is dual boot. After I looked inside some of the files and stuff like that, so it does have a dual boot. What is the benefit of owning a dual boot PS Vita? Like I said, if my thing ever crash, only thing I have to do, or I get bricked, only thing I have to do is hit the power button, hold the L button, and it'll boot me back into my other OS, which is version 3.74. Then I can just jailbreak the thing all over again, and I always have that OS back on there. Then once it's jailbreak, then I'll have another version like that. That's the thing that I like about this having a dual boot. So yeah, I opened it up already. just to check the inside because I wanted to make sure that none of this was dirty. I actually got this thing pretty damn clean. I don't see no dirt, anything inside here, but I might go a little bit further and check everything, see how much dirt was actually in there. To be honest, everything is very clean inside here. When I opened up the back, there was no dust, really nothing in there. Probably a little bit of crumbs or whatever, stuff like that. But I don't think anybody, I think the person that had this thing took care of this thing to the point where they didn't do much of it and just basically modded it and stuff like that. So what was I planning on doing with this PS Vita? What I was planning on doing with this was I was planning on doing a motherboard swap out. What I wanted to do was get a 3G version because what I said in my previous video, I wanted to be able to take my slots and be able to have 3 storage spots. So you can actually take, there's another memory card inside here, which is not the actual game. This is actually a memory card that's inside here. As you can see, there's my SD card. I wanted to be able to have so much storage on here. I can literally put up to like 3 terabytes of storage in here, which I really wanted to do. So I wanted to get a terabyte here, a terabyte on this part, and a terabyte down here. If I don't even think freaking Sony made a terabyte for the Vita, I'm not even sure. But there's an adapter that you can buy that goes into the 3G version where the tray is. I wanted to take out that modular and put the adapter in. So with that adapter, what it does, allows you to do is put a SD card inside of it. So basically like the card I have right there, which is this right here. I could slide that inside with the modular, or just put the card inside. It's just a little adapter piece that you slide inside the port. Then you put the SD card in, and it gives you more storage. I can even do it internally, meaning that I can have it internal and don't have to worry about doing anything. But then it leaves the slot open that for the tray and stuff. So by me, when I say the tray, that's the 3G thing to put the SIM card in for 3G data. I wasn't planning on doing that. The problem is, if I did that, I would have had to buy a whole body like this and buy the one that actually has the actual slot for the 3G SIM card one. That comes a little bit expensive, so I was going to go about just doing it internally and just keep it closed. Or if I needed to basically swap things out, I would just have to unscrew these screws and basically swap it out. But there might be a point that I need to get something and I might be out and I can't just swap the card at the time. I might not have a screwdriver or whatever to open everything up. So I'd rather do the mod that actually uses the SIM card slot that allows me to put an adapter on it that runs the adapter from the back that goes to the SIM card tray like that, and allows me to just pop it out the same way how I would do it like that. So I will have storage right here. I'll be able to use that. Then I'll be able to use the storage up here, meaning I'll be able to keep my files saved right here. And I'll be able to basically use this part right here to put extra storage on top of it. And I'll still be able to use the actual slot to play games in here, to put the card in here. Or I can just put the SD card in here and have more storage here. And then I was planning on having this as my storage location for like my saves and stuff like that. That's what I was planning on doing with the 8 gigabytes I had, was just use this for basically my for basically the internals, for all my hack files that I have. Not for the games. That games was going to be on a different memory cards over these two right here, but I wanted this to basically be the main root for like all my backups, for like my saves, for my game saves, or the brews, whatever it may be. The brew saves for the games. I wanted everything to be saved into this backup like that. That's what I was planning on doing. But unfortunate, the SD card stopped working, and I don't know if it's working or not, but that's what I was planning on doing. So that being said, guys, sorry if this video is actually long. I didn't plan on for it being long. I'm gonna have to actually edit the video a little bit more, and that's it. I'm gonna catch you guys later. That's it, and I'm out. Deuces. Wong.